with many feeling that Invicta's last performance away at Faversham, sustaining a 2-2 draw from that game, was a below par performance on the pitch. They're looking to put that to rights here again tonight against Whyteleafe. A rearranged game. There's the lineup then, and a start for the returning Callum Raitt. He's back at the club once again. I think he had a sojourn at Whitstable in the interim. The Folkestone Invicta bench, a little bit short of personnel, one or two on loan out at other clubs, and Roland Edge named as one of those. There's the Whyteleafe lineup, and they have had a bit of a mixed season really. They started doing quite well and were in the upper half of the table, but they've just fallen away a little bit of late. And the Whyteleafe bench is very, very sparse indeed, with only 3 available to them. Well, here's the league table then. Folkestone Invicta top, 13 points clear of Dorking Wanderers, the new second place club of deposed Worthing. And then we go down to 14th place to find Whyteleafe. 35 games, same number played as Folkestone Invicta, but only 52 points to their tally. Some 31 points less than their rivals here tonight. Well, tonight's referee there is Alexander Saley. Here's Frankie Chappell. Cross here to Josh Vincent. He gets the return ball. Ian Draycott was out wide there and getting it inside to Scott Hurd. Bit of early possession here for the home side. The long ball though, finally, well, I say it concedes it. Ian Draycott got the shot when the skipper, Vernon Francis, didn't fully clear that one. It got the flick on, and then Frankie Chappell finishes it off. A close range header from Frankie Chappell has given Folkestone Invicta an early lead here. Well, we've often commented that Frankie Chappell often gets his head on a ball, but not usually after someone else has headed it first. Got the knock on across goal, then Frankie Chappell in there and puts it away for the opening goal. 8th minute, in fact, that one coming from Frankie Chappell.
And confirmation of the first Invicta goal in the 8th.
Flick on from Sean Lyle, and a good tackle last minute there from Callum Raitt, because for a moment there it looked like Ike Robertson-Fahey was sizing up the goal. This long ball finds Ashley Miller. Outside him is Callum Raitt. He's cutting inside though, Ashley Miller. And he's found Josh Vincent, who's found Scott Hurd. It's in towards the middle. And cleared away. But, promising build up there. Here's Ashley Miller. Ronnie Dolan. Oh, Ian Draycott. Oh, and the keeper's lost control of it, and Ian Draycott's pounced. And it's goal number 2. A mix-up in defence there from Whyteleafe, conceding what for them is an unnecessary second goal. It was a goal that didn't really look like coming out of that situation. Replay then sees what happens. The pressure from Harry Smith was on. Keeper just misjudges it completely. Defenders can't get back. Ian Draycott steps in. So that one coming in the 19th minute then. And Invicta adding a second this early on in the match. Plenty of time though, of course, for Whyteleafe to get back into it. Michael Everett sliding in initially. Now here's Ashley Miller. Early cross in. Scott Hurd's little header off for Harry Smith. And now a chance. Oh, and Ronnie Dolan had to go. The keeper couldn't hold on to it. It's not cleared yet. Here's Scott Hurd. And Vernon Grant not able to take that one on. Here's Scott Hurd. Good tackle there from Tommy Smith. Invicta have won it back again. Here's Ronnie Dolan out to Ashley Miller. That's a decent cross from Ashley Miller, and it was right across the face, and they didn't really have enough amber and black stripes forward there. Invicta, or somebody would have been able to get a touch on that. It wasn't the worst ball in from Ashley Miller. Ian Draycott through to Harry Smith. Well, it was saved, but the flag was up, so had he scored, it wouldn't have counted. Ronnie Dolan's corner. Oh, and it was flipped over the top. Was it Harry Smith with the header? Up well was Michael Everett. It's on by Scott Hurd. Cleared by Tommy Smith. Not very far though, it's Scott Hurd. Nice turn by Ian Draycott. Wrapped his foot around the ball nicely. He's got a second chance. Ian Draycott again. And Ashley Miller with a shot, which wasn't too far away. Decent effort. It's collected there by Scott Hurd. Ian Draycott, though, not able to retain it, and Sam Clayton initially lost out, but it bounced back to a colleague. And Sean Lyle almost got to that. Callum Raitt doing the defending and doing it pretty well. Just hurt himself a little bit in making that challenge. Headed away. Chance to put it back here. Scott Hurd. It's a decent ball, making the run. Josh Vincent pulled back. Oh, and that's a great save. I think it was Scott Hurd, the man that had the shot. Here's Ashley Miller looking to try and cross it. He does. Gone far post. Maybe a little bit long, or they thought that was in for a moment, but it was wide. Looking to try and get another shot away at some point here as the ball's delivered in towards the box. And here's Callum Raitt. Can he get a shot away? Well, he did, but didn't get any real power behind it. And there's no problem there for Adam Heisted. And, go as planned, I'm sure, that corner, because there's a counter on here. Scott Hurd racing across the ground and getting in an early cross for Ashley Miller across the goal. It went behind Ronnie Dolan, and he couldn't check in time. Gone for the short one. It's Ashley Miller here, who's gone round to Daryl Coleman and headed behind for another corner. And again, could have done with just raising the height of that one a little bit more. Scott Hurd slipped through nicely, and Michael Everett crossed in again. Oh, Frankie Chappell couldn't quite rise high enough for that. Daryl Coleman may clear here, he does. Callum Raitt. Ronnie Dolan on to Scott Hurd. It's rolled it across. It's Josh Vincent into the middle for Ian Draycott. Oh, the goal was gaping. Very un-Ian Draycott like that. Usually finishes those, but this time somehow got underneath it. It's not a good kick that time from Adam Heisted. There's Scott Hurd with the header. Now Daryl Coleman, it's lifted off of him though, and it's Scott Hurd, and the shot from Ashley Miller. Well, it got a deflection off of Tommy Smith and went behind for the corner. Now Scott Hurd. Ian Draycott. Oh, and Scott Hurd had made the run forward, and rather like Ian Draycott's effort earlier on, he's lifted it over. Connor Wilford getting enough on that. But here's Michael Everett finding Ashley Miller. It's gone for goal and produces a fine save from Adam Heisted. Might have just been creeping in the corner, that one from Ashley Miller. Toby Hayden taking up a far position here. And Carl Rook up challenging for that. Toby Hayden in, but collected by Adam Heisted. Here's Sean Lyle, lovely turn. And in space here, it's Sam Clement. That's a good save from Tim Roberts. It was going in. Here's Sam Clement again. This time he's gone out wider for Sam Clayton. Goes for goal. And again, behind it is Tim Roberts. Well, it's like London buses, isn't it? They didn't get any on target right through the match, and they get two in quick succession there. Couldn't do a lot with it. Oh, it's fallen here though for Scott Hurd. Crossed in, collected by Adam Heisted. And now Scott Hurd turning the ball to Josh Vincent, who's got behind here. Josh Vincent delivering it into the middle, and the touch was good from Ian Draycott this time at the near post. And fires it in. All the power already on the ball from the cross. Ian Draycott gets himself a second goal. If he'd taken that earlier chance, that would have been a hat-trick for him, but this game of football is always about what might have been. But it's a second goal for Ian Draycott. Here's the replay. Josh Vincent delivering a firm cross in, and unmarked Ian Draycott. That was not good defending from Whyteleafe there. So 89th minute, Ian Draycott's second goal, Folkestone Invicta's third. Smith with the throw. And that's it, the referee blows for full time here at the Folkestone Stadium. And Folkestone Invicta have won convincingly by a 3-0 margin here against Whyteleafe, who seem to have plenty of talent out on the field, but no firepower up front. And that's why they've got away with a 0 on their score sheet. But Folkestone Invicta took two very nice early goals. Frankie Chappell with a good header, having got onto the ball that was flicked on inside the 6-yard box. And then Ian Draycott capitalising on a defensive error for the second goal. And then late on, Ian Draycott converting a Josh Vincent cross with the side of the foot. So a convincing victory then for Folkestone Invicta. They win here tonight by a scoreline of 3-0.
So the next home game here in Invicta is this Saturday.